Chris Chandler. Don't miss Coach Kirby Smart reacting to the SEC Championship game Monday at 7:25 on Atlanta's Morning News.
Another chapter in a storied history awaits.
We can't stop the clock. We ran out of time. Tagovailoa going downfield. He's got a man open. Oh, my God. Touchdown, Alabama. Victory formation for Alabama. And Alabama's the Southeastern Conference champion once again as they defeat Georgia by a final of 41-24.
29 straight wins since, as last time the Dogs finally broke through.
Snap to Youngs. He throws near sideline, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. Keely Ringo at the 21. Off he goes. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 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 Georgia is crowned the national champion for the first time in 41 years.
Now we meet again.
I have a great appreciation for this team because how hard it is to win.
This is a team that doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses. That's why they are who they are.
A battle of dynasties.
Carson throws. There's Bowers. Open at the 26. Breaks away at the 20. To the 10. Angles to the pylon. Touchdown. Brock Bowers. Got smooth sailing. Right into the end zone. Touchdown. Kendall Mills off his back foot. And it's intercepted. Way downfield. Javon Bullard. And caught. I think touchdown. Yes. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey.
Bulldogs. Crimson Tide. Smart. Saban. Georgia. Alabama. For the final time, it's East against West. Live from Atlanta, this is the 2023 SEC Championship game. On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, welcome to play-by-play coverage of Georgia football. Bulldogs football is brought to you by Zaxby's, the official ice of the Georgia Bulldogs. Pruitt Health, family makes us stronger. Hoffman Financial Group, helping build your financial dynasty. Dos Equis, a proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. And by Southeast Mortgage, the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now to the Piedmont Healthcare broadcast booth. Alongside former All-American Eric Zier, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
All right, welcome back. Georgia's captains just walked out. We're waiting for both teams to come onto the field. Georgia's captains today will be Cedric Van Pran, who's wearing 77 today, Marcus Rosemy, Jack Saint, Kamari Lassiter, Javon Bullard. Our referee, Kyle Olson, will have the coin toss right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Seats are all filled for the most part. It's jam-packed in here. It's been a week long of anticipation to get to this point. And we are finally here, Z, and both teams ready to go. Georgia will be the designated visiting team, so wearing white jerseys, red helmets, silver breeches. Alabama in the crimson jerseys, white pants, crimson helmets. Dogs will kick. Alabama will receive, and the butterflies and the jitteries are about to be knocked away with that first lick.
They are about to be knocked away in a heartbeat. But the building right now is electric for two of the premier programs in the country once again to go head-to-head as the entire country watches.
Kendrick Law back deep for Alabama. Jared Zirkle to kick it away. We'll watch from the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Back behind the Georgia kickoff team around the 5-yard line, our broadcast position. Our first half today presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured in a wreck, there's only one. One call, that's all. 1-800-CALL-KEN. Zirkle has been tremendous in his kickoffs all season long. A native of Kerrville, Texas. We'll try to deliver another one. He's only kicked it out of bounds a couple of times. Most of his kicks have been touchbacks. Hasn't had to do a whole lot of directional kicking. He's ready to go, but they haven't turned him loose yet. One of the officials standing in front of the football, which he has teed up on the 35-yard line. And now TV will turn us loose. The officials will give the signal. And we are ready to get this SEC Championship game 2023 underway. Georgia's kick coverage unit spreads out across the 30-yard line. Zirkle approaches, puts his foot into the ball. A wobbler knuckleball going to take a high bounce and be fielded out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And that'll be a penalty on the Dogs, and Alabama will have better than normal field position to start the ball game.
Out of bounds, kicking team. The ball he placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Maybe a little jitters for Zirkle there. That's only his third kick out of bounds this season. So Alabama, as you heard referee Kyle Olson say.
Just an off-tackle run there for the Dogs behind Ratledge and Mims. Another pretty good push. Well defended there by Alabama. But if you're the Dogs, you'll take 3 yards, 4 yards on that first down run anytime they give it to you.
Second down from the Alabama 17. Snap it back to Beck. Give it to Milton. Big hole. Milton 10, 5, 1. Touchdown right corner inside the pylon. Georgia strikes first.
Another off-tackle run, that time in between Tate Ratledge and Amarius Mims. It was great patience there by Kendall Milton, allowing that hole to open up. You could see it perfectly from up top. As soon as it opened up, Kendall Milton turned on the Jets. There wasn't a Crimson Tide jersey close to him.
Gaping hole on the right side. And boy, when you see it from our angle, oh, that's just a vision of beauty. And Milton, number 2, just sprinted right through it, untouched, standing up with a full sprint into the right side of the end zone. Here's the point after try by Peyton Woodring on the far left end of the field. The snap and the hold and the kick are all good, and Georgia has a 7-0 lead here, first quarter in the SEC Championship. 9:31 remaining in the opening period. Dogs on the board first, leading Alabama 7-0 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. 9 plays into the possession here for Alabama. They trail 7-3. Snap to Milroe. He fields the throw, fields the snap, throws it to the left side to the back. Miller, he caught it in the left flat, and he sprints 20 yards right down the sideline into the end zone for the score. And Alabama has the lead.
Blown coverage there for the Dogs as Miller in the backfield. Just a quick little wheel route. We were playing man-to-man. Had to have a linebacker scrape with him, but we ended up getting picked and never got outside. It was Raylan Wilson that got picked on a little rub route from an inside slot receiver, never able to get outside, which is why Miller was running untouched down the sideline.
28-yard pass and run for the touchdown. Alabama with the point after try. Reichard's kick is up and good, and it's 10-7. Crimson Tide leading the Dogs with 12:04 to go here in quarter number 2. Timeout in the SEC Championship. We'll come back to Atlanta after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Just shot out of a cannon to make that tackle.
3rd and long on the Alabama 21. 2 receivers to each side. Snap it back to Beck in the shotgun. In the pocket, he's going to take a sack. Goes down around the 26 or 7-yard line.
Alabama 36 sacks coming into the season. They can get after the quarterback. There's no question about that. That was Dallas Turner, who has had 8 sacks coming into this football game, 12.5 tackles for loss. Chalks up another one.
Yeah, that's his 9th. Another tackle for loss, and that forces Georgia to try a field goal to try to tie the game. From the 35, between the hash marks, it'll be a 45-yard try for Peyton Woodring on 4th down and extra long to try to tie the game at 10. And a flag is down before the snap of the ball, and we've got procedure on Georgia. Oh, my goodness. Now they're still going to try from 50.
False start. Kicking team. Number 55. 5-yard penalty. And that's fourth down.
There's not much of an angle. It's a straight-on kick, but now the length is of concern for Woodring. If he makes this, it's a smidge inside the 40-yard line. Probably go officially as a 50-yard try. This would be his season and career long to try to tie the game. 4th down and 23. Field goal try for the Dogs. Snap back the hold. The kick is on its way. Does it have enough leg? Oh, it hit the upright. Hit the upright. Bounces away. No good. It had enough leg, just not enough of the angle. Just did miss it as it hits the left upright. And Alabama maintains a 10-7 lead.
Boy, Alabama sideline erupts after that ball caroms off the upright.
Timeout in Atlanta, 4:37 to go, second quarter. It's the Tide 10, the Dogs 7 on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Here it's 10-7. Alabama leads Georgia. 1:25 to go in the first half. Alabama football, 4th and 4. And they do send their offense back out there on the Georgia 37-yard line. Miller in the backfield with Milroe for the Alabama offense. They snap it back. Milroe bounces in the pocket, throws it to his right, and it is caught, I think. Yeah, diving attempt down at the 15-yard line. Isaiah Bond.
Boy, what an adjustment by Bond. He was on a deep corner route. Milroe got a little bit of pressure, just kind of threw that up to a spot, and Bond able to adjust. Everett was in coverage for us, never located the football.
Yeah, he was covering the man and didn't see where the ball was. They'll run it now with Jam Miller, and he gets jammed at the line of scrimmage, hit sideways at the 15-yard line, and knocked down there. No gain on the play. A minute to go in the half. Stackhouse made that hit for Georgia's defense. Alabama with a 3-point lead, trying to add to it here late. Milroe with time, throws for the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown under the goalpost, Burton.
Boy, Burton just a dig route from the outside, from his outside receiver position. Had one-on-one coverage, just way too much time there for Milroe to deliver that football, and threw a strike. And the Tide open up this lead by a little bit.
15-yard touchdown throw from Jalen Milroe. He's just got way too much time on practically every play to scan the field and put that ball where he wants to. He's not always accurate, but he's got the time to try to get it there. Here's the point after try by Will Reichard. And the Alabama graduate kicker puts it up and through the pipes. It's good, and Alabama gets a late first half score to go up 10. It's 17-7. 69-yard drive in 9 plays in 3 minutes and 49 seconds. 15-yard touchdown pass from Milroe to Burton. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. So the Dogs down 10. Haven't been in this position for a while. Last time we trailed this season at halftime was against South Carolina. We were down 11 at the half in that ball game way back in early September.
Dogs still with 48 seconds on the clock here. If we want to try to steal some points to end this first half, we will get the football coming out of the locker room with 17 unanswered.
Alabama to kick it away. Crimson Tide has taken the lead in the yardage totals, 171 to 136 now total yards. Alabama over Georgia. They've passed for more yards. Peyton Woodring to try a field goal from the near hash, kicking left away from us. They'll spot it down at the 24-yard line. 34-yard try out of the hold of Carson Beck. William Mote to snap it. There's the hold. The kick is away towards the uprights and right into the net. Good. Dogs get 3. And the new score in Atlanta is now 17-10. Alabama by 7. Scoring drive for the Dogs. Covered 54 yards, 51 of that on one play, that long pass play to Arian Smith. And that's 5 penalties now. They've adjusted the penalty yardage. 5 for 55 on the Dogs, 1 for 10 on Alabama today. 1st and 15 from our 17 for Georgia. Snap it back to Beck. We fake the dive. Oh, ball's on the ground. We fumble it. Dive for it with a lineman. Alabama has got it. Alabama recovers at our 11-yard line.
Boy, disaster strikes again against Alabama. Now can the Dogs respond? Just had a reverse, and that play was set up, was going to be nice. We just botched the exchange. Dylan Bell never had it.
We faked the dive and tried to hand it off on the end around, going to the near side, around the backside of the quarterback. Beck and Bell muffed the exchange, and the ball ends up on the ground. Dylan Fairchild went for it, but Alabama got to it with Tresman Marshall, the former Bulldog, recovers it at the 11-yard line. Alabama in business, leading by 7, 17-10, 2:14 to go third quarter.
That's the first turnover of the football game. Dogs have had a couple of close ones just with passes from Carson Beck that could have been intercepted.
Is it fourth down? Yeah, it's
Third down.
Third down. The yard marker keeps saying 4 over there. I'm sorry. Milroe on 3rd down and 2. Milroe in trouble. Just lofts it. He just shovels it ahead over the line of scrimmage, and it works right to Bond on a crossing route. He just shoveled it straight ahead over all our linemen, and Bond caught it going from left to right towards the sideline. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Bond cut his route short on the scramble when he saw Milroe in trouble. Able to come back around, just a chest pass there by Milroe.
Yeah,
Alabama now knocking on the door.
Snap, he'll hand it off this time to Williams, who tried to dive over. Did he get in? Yeah. Line judge says yes from the right. He got over. Maybe it was second effort. I couldn't tell. Everybody was just piled up in a huge scrum down the far left end of the end zone, but the arms went up for one of the officials, and that'll be a 6-inch touchdown dive by Roydell Williams. And Alabama leads it 26-17. 5:47 to go in the game. We're in the Massey Ferguson red zone. Dogs going to be goal to go. They spot it down to the 6, 20 yards.
Skinny post there by Brock Bowers, and what a catch and what a throw.
1st and goal, Alabama 6. Handed off Milton. Oh, he's jammed up at the 6. He bounces out. He curls around to his left. He's driving down to the 1-yard line.
Boy, everybody in the stadium thought Kendall Milton was down. Great individual effort to bounce out of that.
Dogs go quickly on the 1, 2nd and goal. Beck going to try to jam it in. No signal yet. He dives straight forward off the right side. It's going to be short, I think. Yeah, the line judge is spotting it outside the end zone. They need about 6 more inches. Beck couldn't get it in. It's 3rd and goal from inside the 1 for the Dogs. Clock continues to move at 3:07, 3:06. Dogs trying to get into position. Beck back in the shotgun. 3rd and inches. Snap it. Hand it off. Milton hit. Spins at the goal line. He didn't get in. Stopped at the 1.
Boy, what a goal line stand here by Alabama. Just quick penetration. Dogs have to burn a timeout.
Georgia calls a timeout. And they'll have it 4th and 1, 4th and goal at the 1. We lost about 6 inches, gave it back a little bit. Terrion Arnold was the guy that made the initial hit on Milton that forced him from getting that angle on the edge. He had to go back as he spun away from the hit between the tackles, and that's where all the bodies were, and he never got to the goal line. The ball is inside the 1, right in front of the goalpost. Georgia's going to have one more crack to try to punch it in.
Boy, what a stand right here by Alabama.
Milton in the backfield, and we get big Micah Morris in at fullback and go in the eye. And the official won't let us snap the football. So an I formation, Morris the fullback, Milton the tailback, Beck under center, hands it to Milton with the lead block. He gets in, standing up, drives in behind the block of Micah Morris off the right edge. Boy. Touchdown, Georgia.
Huge block right there by Micah Morris, and Dogs with 2:52 left in this game. Still a puncher's chance.
Point after coming by Peyton Woodring, 27-23. Alabama leads. Georgia will try to make it a 3-point game again here with the extra point. Moat to snap it, Beck to hold it. And Woodring to kick it. Up and good. 27-24. 3-point lead for the Crimson Tide. 2:52 to play. 4th quarter SEC Championship. Timeout in Atlanta. We're back after this. Bulldog Sports Network. And they'll spot the ball after they move everybody out of the pile at the 33 of the Bulldogs, and Alabama starts the celebration. That's the last time the Dogs can stop the clock. 1:15 to play. It's 2nd down and 8. The math doesn't add up for the Dogs.
It does not.
Alabama has owned this city in college football games. My goodness, under Nick Saban, they are 17-1 when they come to Atlanta to play a game. And they've won 16 straight in this city. Georgia started a 29-game winning streak a couple of seasons ago. The last team to beat them was Alabama in this game in the SEC title. And it appears at this point that Alabama will be the team that ends Georgia's SEC historical winning streak. Bama going to go in the victory formation. Snap it to Milroe. He'll take a knee at the 34. And the clock begins to tick, and Alabama begins the celebration. All we can do is stand there helplessly and just watch the clock tick down under a minute, and now less than that.
Yeah, the Dogs' offense answered a couple of times in a row, and then defensively just unable to find a way to get this Alabama offense off the field. And the historic run that the Dogs have been on comes to a painful, painful end here in the SEC championship game.
One more snap will do it. There it is. Milroe takes a knee. 30 seconds on the clock, but it doesn't matter. As Alabama hurries onto the field in celebration, and Georgia's body language not quite the equal of the guys in crimson. Coaches meet at the middle of the field for an exchange of a handshake, and Alabama will be the SEC champion for the 30th time in school history. They are now 4-0 against the Bulldogs in this SEC championship game. Final score in Atlanta: Alabama 27 and Georgia 24. Stay tuned for our post-game coverage. It is coming up straight ahead from Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, where Alabama has defeated the Bulldogs to capture the conference crown. Both teams now 12-1. And what will the playoff picture look like? We'll all find that out tomorrow. Back for our post-game coverage right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.